Hello, good afternoon, very much. Let's start with today's class and we'll discuss 2018 PYQ questions. So we have to cover 6 PYQs in the next 3 to 4 days. So the target is set. And now let's start today's class by the first question. And here is your first question. All right. So let's get started. Hello, Nandita. Welcome back. Solve this question. Hello, Paras. I hope you both are doing very well in your preparation. It's just 1 week left. Yeah. Revise everything and locate the center and the distance. All right, so let's do this question. So in this particular question, A, B, C are three consecutive integers, like they are in AP, you can say, between -10 and 10, both inclusive. How many integral values are possible for this expression? So we have, let's suppose A is something consecutive integers, it is x minus 1, B is something x, and C is what? X plus 1. So these are the consecutive integers. Plugging the values in this expression, x minus 1 whole cube, x cube, x plus 1 whole cube, plus thrice of ABC, x minus 1, x, and x plus 1. Divided by this. Okay. Let's just expand this bracket. It is a minus b whole cube. So a cube minus b cube minus 3ab minus 3 AB square I have done, 3A square B. I hope this is clear. So these values can cancel out, and we are having x cube, 6x cube, and minus 3x over 9x square. I can say 3x square minus 1 over, sorry, 2x square minus 1. 2x square minus 1 divided by 3x. Correct? It can be simplified. I hope these steps are clear. Okay. So, well, when we have to just hit and try approach, we have to see which value satisfy and which will not. So if I plug some values, let's suppose I plug x equal to minus 10. I will get the value like 2 into x square, 100, 200 minus 1 divided by minus 30. So it is not an integer because we have to find the integral values. So it is 199 divided by 30, not divisible. You have to hit and try approach it is, okay? At this point of time, we have to plug the values. Yeah, two values will satisfy. Basically, this number must be divisible by this one. If I plug x equal to 1, the value is 2 minus 1 divided 1 by 3 it is. कौन सा प्लस आ रहा है? अच्छा, लास्ट में प्लस आ रहा है आपका. Let me see the steps. Yeah, this part would be plus 3x. Some a cube minus b cube minus 3ab into a minus b. Yeah. So it is plus 3x. Plus 3x plus 3x 6x, 6x minus 3x plus 3x. So when I put x equal to 1 or minus 1, the value would be how much? 3 divided by 3 or 3 divided by minus 3. and 3 divided by 3. So it is giving me the integer values, -1 and 1. So when you put x equal to 1 and -1 in this particular expression, it is giving you the integer values. So it is a hit and try approach. At the last, we can say two values will satisfy. Okay. Okay, try this question. All right. So in this question, 4 marks are awarded for each correct and 1 mark is deducted for each wrong. There are 10 questions and they both score 35 marks. So how is it possible? You can make an equation, or you can say 4 correct, 1 wrong will give you 35 marks, and correct plus wrong are total of 10 questions. 5c equals to 45, c equal to 9. So 9 questions are correct and 1 question is wrong. Or you can do a approach like, if all the questions are correct, then he will gain 40 marks. But if one question is wrong, he will lose 5 marks for that. So 9 questions are correct, 1 is wrong question. So Amit and Ben has done 9 correct questions and 1 question is wrong from each of them. So the table is like this: T, 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 T. Then there is F, T. There is F, F, T. F, T, T, F, F, T, T, F, T, F, T, T. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, fine. Now we can say that these 2 questions are correct by both of them. So there is no error here. There can be a possibility in this one, like which question is correct, or this is our third question. So we do not know if false is the answer for that question or true is the answer for that particular third question, right? Similarly, this is correct. No error in this one. The correct answer is false by both of them. There can be a situation we have to check in this fifth question. This is fine, this is fine, 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 fine. So we have done what? We found out the values. We found out those questions which are exactly correct by both of them. So Amit and Ben is saying that these 8 questions which I have ticked, which I have done the tick, those 8 questions are absolutely correct. We have to verify if third question or fifth question, which one is wrong. If third question is correct by Amit, then third question will be wrong by Ben, because they both has done 9 questions correct. 8 questions are already been correct. 8 questions are already been correct. One more question has to be corrected. Similarly, if fifth question is wrong for Amit, then fifth question will be right for Ben. Okay. So we can say that this question is correct for Chitra. This is correct. This question is wrong for Chitra, because officially the fourth question, the answer of the fourth question is false. But Chitra has marked true. So she got a negative for that. And same I can say for sixth question. True is the correct answer, but she has marked false. So wrong answer. Wrong answer. Same for the seventh. Wrong for eighth. It is correct. True is the answer for the ninth question, and it is wrong. False is the answer for the 10th question. So we have to verify if these two particular questions are either true or false. Okay. So let's assume if the third question is correct. If third question by Amit is correct, is right, then in that case, Chitra's question will also be right. Chitra's question will also be right because, sorry, if Amit is correct, if third question by Amit is correct, means the answer is false. Then Chitra must be wrong because she has marked the option true. So Chitra will be wrong in that case. So in that particular case, fifth question by Amit is wrong because he has already covered 9 correct questions, including the third question. So fifth question done by Amit is wrong. In that particular case, true is not the answer for that question. This true is not the answer for this question. The answer is officially false, and Chitra has marked false as the answer. So Chitra will gain a point here. Is this clear? So in this particular case, I can say Chitra has done how many correct? So in this particular case, I can say that these are already correct. This is wrong in this case. This is wrong. This is correct. So in total, 1, 2, 3, and 4 are correct. So 4 and 4, 16 marks for that. And 6 questions are wrong. -6 for that. 16 minus 6, 10 marks she will score according to this case. If I have taken another case where the third question by Amit is wrong, if the third question by the Amit is wrong, in that particular case, Chitra's answer will be right. If the third question by Amit is wrong, means this false is wrong. The answer must be true in that case. So Chitra has marked the true, so she will score a point here. In that particular case, fifth question by Amit must be right. So answer must be true, but Chitra has marked false option, so she will score a negative. So I can say again 4 are correct and 6 are wrong. So she will gain again 10 marks for that. So in both the cases, 10 marks is scored by Chitra. How is it? How did you find this question? Did you understand? We have a possibility of one question being wrong by Amit and Ben. Very good, Shubham. Okay, so we have taken a case. If third is correct, fifth is wrong, and accordingly, we can justify for Chitra. Let me know, is this question clear to you? Now try this question, giving you some time. Ben का opposite case था for that particular question. Ben has done oppositely. So false के लिए Ben ने true mark किया. तो अगर ये अमित ने अगर गलत किया तो Ben का ठीक है, तो उसके अकॉर्डिंग चित्रा भी ठीक है. लाइक दे हैव डन अपोजिट, दैट इज व्हाई इट इज अ कंट्रोवर्शियल बिटवीन थर्ड एंड फिफ्थ. तो एक से आंसर आ जाएगा. अमित ने ठीक किया तो बेन ने गलत किया होगा फिर ऐसा. Okay, try this. So this question is based on Venn diagram. I'll just draw the cases. Okay, let's do this question. So in this particular question, we have a class of 60 along with English as a common subject. So English is a common. We have, it is not a four set Venn diagram because it's a common subject. Students can opt to major in mathematics, physics, or biology, or a combination of any two. So they can do a combination of either of the three. Okay, but they cannot go with all the three. So means the intersection of all the three is 0. combination of any two, means all the three are not the common part. So it is a zero thing. 6 students major in both mathematics and physics. So mathematics and physics, 6 students. 15 major in both physics and biology. Physics and biology, 15. None major in mathematics and biology. So none, 0. In an English test, average marks scored by the students majoring in mathematics is 45. Okay. So let's suppose these are some values. It is M, it is P, this is B. The remaining parts are this. Now, the information given to us in an English test, average marks scored by the students majoring in mathematics is 45. Those students who are majoring in mathematics have scored 45 marks in English test. So how many students are there right now in mathematics? It is M plus 6. In physics, it is P plus 21. In biology, it is B plus 15. So these are the students participating in mathematics, physics, and biology. So how many are in mathematics? It is M plus 6, and each is scoring 45 marks in English. So this is the total marks scored by those mathematics students in English test. Similarly, students majoring in biology is 60. So biology, it is 60, and the students are B plus 15. However, the average of combined of both these two majors is 50. So the average is 50. How many students are there? We have to divide by that. These are the students, and their combined average is 50. So we'll make a equation out of here. What is the maximum possible number of students who only major in physics? We have to find only value of P. So we have to find P value, and P must be what? Maximum. So this was the case. I think Venn diagram is of no use now. So if I divide by 5, 5 is, let's just do this thing. It is, I'm dividing by 5 on both of them. It is both sides. It is 9M, 9, 6, 54. 5 is 12B. 12 into 15, 30 into 6, 180. 5, 10, 10M plus 10B. 21 and 10, 210. So I have this equation. 2B equals to M plus, it is 234. So 2B, and it is 234 here. 234, 24 equals to M. So I have this relation. I'm really sorry for the background. $15 is the correct answer. Now we have to find the physics value. Maximum possible possibility for physics. And okay, there are total are 60 students. So there are total of 60 students. If I'm not wrong, mathematics are, this is the diagram if I'm not wrong. This is M, this is 6, 0, 0, 15, physics and biology, right? So 60 students are there. So how many should I balance here? 60 students are there. So I can say it is M plus 6 plus P plus B plus 15, which is equal to 60. Right? Total number of students are 60. M plus 6 plus P plus 15 plus B. Yeah. So here I can say M plus P plus B is equal to 60 minus 21, which is 39. So I have these two equations, and I have to find P, maximum value of P. So substituting the value of M in this equation. So M is 2B plus 24 plus P plus M equals to 39. Oh, sorry, P plus B. So it's 3b plus p equal to 15. So to maximize this p value, this b must be minimum. And what is the minimum possibility for b? B can be 0 or not. Is there any case that b cannot be 0? It can be possible. So the maximum value of p must be 15. Okay. Is this clear? Moving to the next question. Yes, try this question, giving you time. Okay, let's start this question. David has an interesting habit of spending money. He spends exactly X euros on X day of a month. For example, 5 euros on fifth day of a month. On few days later, David noticed that his cumulative spending during the last 4 consecutive days can be expressed as 2 raised to the power n, where n is a natural number. What can be the possible values of n? So what can be the possible values and what is the value of n? The question is asking. 5, 6, 7, 8, or n can have more than one value. So let's say the spending are 4 consecutive days. So X, it is like X money has spent on X day, X plus 1 on the next day, X plus 2 and X plus 3, right? So in total it is 4x plus 6. Now this 4x plus 6 has to be represented in 2 raised to the power n format. So this was the question. And if you have tried, let's suppose you have plug n equals to 5, because this was the first option. If you have plug n equals to 5, x would be how much? X would be 32. It is 2 raised to the power 5, 32 minus 6, 26 divided by 4, which is not an integer. That's not possible. Let's suppose you have plug n equals to 6. So when you plug n equals to 6, 4x is equal to 64 minus 6, 64 minus 6, 48. 48 divided by, sorry, 58. 58 divided by 4. So again, it's not an integer. So if you check all the options, you will not find any integer value. Okay, you can try it out. You are not able to find any integer values. So what can be the possibility here? So the catch here is that these are the days. It is not like x is a number. These are the days. Day. So let's suppose you are plugging n equals to 5 again. So in that case, 4x plus 6 must be equal to 32. Now you have to find those 4 numbers whose sum is 32. Okay, you are not able to find here. If you plug n equals to 6, let's say, then 4x plus 6 must be equal to 64. Now, is it possible to make a 64? We have to see. In the case of 32, if I have to divide in 4 equal parts, it is 8 each. And if I have to make it consecutive, I can say 8, 9, 7 to balance. And then somehow I will not able to balance it. Right? Because this is reduced, this is increased, this is reduced to balance it. But this will either 10 or 6 to make it consecutive. So it is not going to be balanced. 64. Now in 64 case, you can again try like dividing in 4 equal parts, 16, 16. But you are not able to balance it, same because of the same reason. But focus on the day value. Like if you have tried, it's a good question. I find this one very interesting. 30, 31, 1 and 2, let's suppose. So it is for, let's suppose, 31st March. Then it is 1st April, 2nd April. The sum of these 4 consecutive numbers is what? 64. It is like consecutive numbers according to the month, not like consecutive numbers. It is according to the month. So if 31st March is there, then there is a 1st April. Addition of these 4 numbers is 64, satisfying the criteria. Okay, so how many 31st are there in a year? So January, March, May, July, August, sorry, July, August, September. August is there. October. And I will not take December, because if I have taken December, then the next year would be like it is a particular year. Let's suppose we are talking about 2024 December. So the first will be of January. 1st January will be of 2025, which is the next year. So this is not the case here. We have to find the consecutive thing in a particular year. In a year, in that particular year. So 6 months will satisfy this criteria: January, March, May, June, July, August, and October. And I hope this new thing is something interesting to find out. So 6 is the answer for this question. Yeah, it was a nice question. It's a consecutive with respect to month, not with respect to days. Okay, try this question based on mod function. All right, so let's start this one. So in this question, we have these two mod functions are between 2 and 5. And both x and y are negative integers. It is given in the question. So I am plugging the values of x and finding the value of y accordingly. So the first value that I take for x is -1. The first possibility for x is -1. A negative integer satisfying the equation. So if x equals to -1, I can say that I am arriving at this stage. X is -1 in the given equation. It is mod of 2, mod of y plus 3, which is in between 2 and 5. So dividing by 2 on both sides, we arrive at this stage. It is 2.5. Now, tell me, if y is a negative integer, if y is negative, so the possibility for mod of y plus 3 is also an integer. If y is an integer, addition of 3 will make it again an integer. So 2.5 is not possible. So the possibility for y plus 3, it can be either mod of y plus 3, it can be either 1 or it can be either 2. Mod of y plus 3, the integers that are in between or that are in between 1 and 2.5, including 1 and 2.5, inclusive of that. So the y value is -4 here or 2, -2. So these are the y values. And here I can say y can be -1 and -5. So how many possibilities for this case? Okay, so how many possibilities for this case? We have, I can say, 4 possibilities are there, 4 pairs are there. Similarly, if I plug x equals to -2, if I plug x equals to -2 here, so I will be having two, this is 3, mod of 3, this is y plus 3, this 5, dividing by 3. So the integers that is in this range is only 1, I guess. The integer in this range is only 1, right? So y value is how much? Y value is -4 and -2. So we have two pairs. For one value of x, there are two values of y, so there are two pairs. So 2 pairs are from here, 4 pairs are from here. Plugging the next value, let's suppose x equals to -3. So I will be having 2, this is 4, mod of y plus 3. Basically, you can minimize your time by thinking of the next step, because the condition is only based on now this 5 by 4. Until and unless this value is less than 1, we keep on going. So again, I can say there can be two values of y, because y plus 3 is again can be 1. So there are two possibilities for this case, 4 possibilities for this case, 2 for this, and I can take x equal to -4 also. So if I plug x equal to -4, I am doing it directly now. It is 2 by 5. This is y plus 3, and that's 1. So in this particular case, I can say again the possibilities for y can be 2. I will not go further, because if I go further, the range would be 2 by 6 till 5 by 6. And now it is both less than 1. So there is no integer ranging in between them. So no values for that. So how many values? 4 and 6, 10 values are, 10 pairs are possible. Understand this question? How did you find this one? Plug the value. You can plug y also and get the conditions on the x. Is it clear? Everything clear? Moving to the next question. Yeah, try this question. These are all PYQ questions. Okay. So this is quite possible that you will again see such type of questions. And I truly, when I am solving the PYQs from 2010 till now, I have seen many questions repeated on the same concept. Like there can be a question based on TSD, and the same type of question is repeated after some years. So that's why PYQs are important to get an idea what type of questions are being there and solve all the PYQs. And we have to cover the 2024 till 1st of Jan. Okay, try this question now. A, B, C, and D can finish a task in 10, 12, 15, and 18 days. They either choose to work or remain absent on a particular day. If 50% of the total work gets completed after 3 days, then which of the following option is possible? So you have to justify this given statement according to the 5 options. So whichever option is satisfying this data, that's your answer. Do it fast. Yes, E is the correct answer for this question. Very good. Let's start this question now. So we have A, B, C, D. Rest of the members solve the question and cross-check your solution. The LCM is LCM of 12 and 18 is 36, 15 and 10 is 30, 36 and 30, it is 6 and 5, 30 and 180 is the LCM. 18 is the speed, I can say. That's my time. I calculated the distance and that's my speed. It is 15, 12 and 10. So if I satisfy the data, if I plug each and every option, I will not get this result. So I'm just applying the same concept which I have done in the earlier options. Abdul and Charlie work for 1 day. Abdul and Charlie work for 1 day means 30 units have been done. Bimal for 2 days. Bimal is doing for 2 days. So 15 into 2. And then Dilbar work for all 3 days. So Dilbar work for all 3 days. So it is 30. So 30 plus 30 plus 30, 90. So 90 units has been done. And in how many days? 3 days, which is satisfying this criteria because 50% of the work. 50% means 90 units. So 90 units have been done in 3 days according to option E. So that's our answer. Okay. I hope this is clear. You have to check all the options and do not get low confidence in the main exam because maybe 4 options are not satisfying. So you will say that 5th will also not. But check all of them. Whichever is perfect, mark it. Have patience in that exam. Okay. Moving to the next question. Try this question based on, I can say, mixtures. A mixture comprises water and liquid A and B. So there is a A, there is a B, there is a water. Volume is 1/3 of the total mixture. And the volume of A and B are in the ratio 5:3. So if it is 5:3, so it is 8x. Now it is 8x. And the volume of water is 1/3. So if I say it is y, this is 8x plus y. Y is 1/3 of 8x plus y. I can say y equal to 4x. So I get the y value in terms of x. So it's 4x, it is 12x. All right, now it is 12x. Now to remove the water, mixture is passed through a porous medium which completely absorbs the water and partially absorbs liquid A. So it is absorbing the water and only liquid A. B is not absorbed. Altogether, this porous medium absorbs 200 milliliter of initial mixture. So 200 milliliter has been taken out. It absorbs completely the water. So the final water is 0. It is reduced by 200 ml. Now, yeah. Altogether, this porous medium absorbs 200 ml of initial mixture. So 200 milliliter has been absorbed. So the total quantity is reduced by 200 ml. B is not absorbed, so B will remain same. Okay. So how much it would be? If I have to balance this thing, it would be what? 9x minus 1200. Is it balanced? 12x minus 200. Yeah. So there we can say that the volume of liquid A and B in the residual is 7:9. So A and B are in the ratio 7:9. So if I divide by 3, I can say it is 4x minus 3x minus 400. Divide by x equals to 7/9. So this is 27x, 7x, 20x equal to 3600. X equal to 180. Yep. 3, 4, 3, 3x. 27x, 7x, 20x, 9, 4, 3600. Find the volume of water absorbed by the porous medium. So we have to find 4x. Not in the option. I did something wrong here. 4x, 3x, 4x is fine. It is 1/3 of this thing. 12. And partially absorbs liquid A. Yeah. Completely absorbs water. So water is absorbed. Water is 0. And B is same. Everything is reduced by 200. Yep. Oh, sorry. It is 200. I have taken 1200. My bad. Some extra I have calculated. Let me do it again. It is 200, which has to be balanced, right? Let's do it again. So it is 81x. Okay, I can cancel out this 3. So it is 27x minus 7x. It is 20x equal to 600. X equal to 30. So x equal to 30. How much water is absorbed? So water is 4x, which is 120 ml. So that's our answer for this question. Okay, fine. Sorry, my bad. I have done something. Like I have to just keep on muting myself and then unmute. It's a very noise place here right now. So I just got distracted. Okay, I hope this is clear now. Okay, do the next question. All right, so try this question based on probability. A coin of radius 3 cm is randomly dropped on a square floor of square shaped tiles of side 10 centimeters. What is the probability that the coin will land completely within a tile? Means it should not cross the edge of any tile. Think, visualize this thing. Very good, Nandita, very good. It is correct. Oh, I forgot to give you the timer. Yeah, 0.16 is the correct answer. So I think let's start. So let's say this is a square tile of 10 and 10. Now, let's say this is the circle which is not touching the, sorry, which is not crossing the edge. The radius is 3. Now, if this center, let's say this center is A point, if this A point move towards left, then the circle will definitely touch the edge. Similarly, if the circle is like there and the center is B, so this B, if this B move towards right, this circle will touch the edge. So in any case, these two circles must not pass through a certain point, 3 centimeter from here and 3 centimeter from here. Similarly, 3 and 3 from here. Similarly, from these two ends. So if the centers are like A and B on these particular parts, if the centers are here, then the circle will not cross. But if they go beyond in these directions, then the circle will cross the edge. So this is our required area on which the circle must lie. Okay, so we can say 3 centimeter has been reduced from each of the side. We have total of 10 centimeter. So this is 6 centimeter remaining. Sorry, 4 centimeter remaining. So this is a square of 4 cross 4 inside one. The area of this is 16 and the total area is 100. So the probability is 0.16. Do you understand this question? two different quadratic equations have a common root. Let three unique roots of the equation be ABC. All of them are positive. If a plus b plus a is 41 and product of the roots of one of the equation is 35, which of the following option is direct? Definitely correct. Think, make some suitable cases, do a hit and try approach. Okay, you will get the result. Okay, so let's do this question now. So we have three roots, their sum is 41. We do not know the cases right now, but we know, let's suppose a and b are the two roots of that particular equation whose product is 35, and they are positive integers given to us. So just make some cases. Let's say 1 and 35 is the possibility, and 5 and 7. These are the only two options to make a product 35, correct? So if a is 1 and b is 35, what is the value of c? It is 5. And if a is 5 and b is 7, the possibility for c, it is 12 and 29. So these are the possibilities. Now common root is 29. Can you say the common root is 29? Because in the first particular, 29 is here. And the common root is what? The root is 5, 7 and 29. Do you know which is the common root? Like, it is not justified in the first statement. So this is not the correct answer. The smallest among the roots is 1. The smallest is 1 in this case, but the smallest is 5 in this case. So not a correct answer. One of the root is 5. One of the root is 5 in this case and this case, both of them. So this is a proper answer. Product of the roots of the other equation is 5. Product of the equation of other, product of the roots of the other equation. We do not know a common root right now. So how can you say that product would be 5? Let's say 1 into 5 is 5, but 5 into 29, not a 5. So not a correct response. All of the above are possible, but not definitely correct. So not an option, because C is giving me an accurate result that one of the root is 5. Yep, very good. Okay. So in such cases, when the integers are the conditions given to you, make some assumptions, do a hit and try approach, best approach. Okay. Moving to the next question. This question take as a homework. It can be solved. Oh, wow. Okay, the question of the day is here. Yeah, try this question. I'm giving you 5 minutes for this one. Try it out. All right, so let's start this question. Because it will take me time to let you understand. First of all, there is root 2r. Okay, this is quite understandable, but the original question is having this error. So it is quite clear that this root is only applied over 2, not on r. So it is r root 2. Okay, so the radius is r root 2 and 2r. So let's start this question now. There are two approaches for this question, and listen it carefully. So this is the first circle, and there is one more circle. Let's say here. Fine, perfect. So these are the 2 points of intersection A and B. This is our common chord. And the centers lie on this, on the same side. So these are the centers. This is the center O, such that this angle is 60 degree. Okay. And let's say this point is some C, whatever. So let's focus on triangle AOB. We have to find the common area first of all. So the main objective is to find the common area, means this part. We have to cover this part only. Now this part we have to focus on. I can say that this part can be found if I subtract this one area, this one, the blue part. If I subtract this blue part from the rest of the smaller circle, okay, the target is to find this green part, so which can be found if I subtract this blue part from the smaller area. And let me represent this smaller area by the segment, by the area number 2, area number 1. So that's my first part. This is my first part. I'm just denoting it first. So the target is to find the green part. So that green part will be equal to pi small, the area of smaller circle, which is r root 2 minus this first part. Okay, this is our target. So it is 2 pi r square minus this first part we have to find. So we have to find this first part to solve this question. Okay, now how can I find this first part? Let me just erase this thing. So that's our O. Okay, now see, this angle is 60 degree given to us. So I can say that these are the radiuses. These are the radiuses. So these angles are also equal, and it will form a equilateral triangle. Condition satisfied. So means AB is also what? AB is how much? AB is the radius of the bigger circle, which is 2r. I hope this is clear. Now, my main, if I find the sector AOB, sector of AOB. If I find the sector of AOB, focus here that this area I'm going to cover. I will cover this particular area. This is a sector by AOB, correct? How much would the area for this particular reason? It would be 60 divided by 360, which is 1/6 of pi r square. The radius is 2r. This is 2 pi r square by 3. Similarly, I can find the area of the triangle AOB, which is this equilateral triangle. So this equilateral triangle will have the area of root 3 by 4 side square. Is this clear? So this would be how much? R square root 3. Now tell me, if I subtract this triangle from the sector, I will be having this much area or not. If I subtract the, it is like segment, minor segment for me, I will get this region. So this region I'm focusing, I'm saying this region is what? It is first region, it is second region. Okay. First region I have denoted above this line, and second region is below this line but above the chord. So that's my second region. So if I subtract these two parts, I will get first and second, which would be what? R square 2 pi by 3 minus root 3. I hope this much is clear. Now, okay, I'll use this space now. Now, I have, my major concern is to find the first region. So for first region, I have to eliminate the second part. How can I do this thing? So the next step here would be, I have already found the value of AB. So that's my AB. That's the chord length, which I know it is 2R. And now I am making another. This was not the previous center was this. I'm making another one. Let's say this is P. We know these are the radius, and this is 2R. So it's an isosceles triangle, and we know the radius. The radius of the smaller one is R root 2. R root 2. And that's our 2R that we already got. So it is satisfying the Pythagorean triplets. So this must be a 90 degree. When you cross check, it is satisfying the Pythagoras theorem. So that is our 90 degree. Okay, 90 degrees confirmed. Now I will do the same. I will find the sector area. The sector is this. This was the sector area. I will subtract the triangle part. Sorry, my bad. The sector area is this much with respect to the smaller circle. With respect to 90, sorry, this was the earlier one. Right, this one. I think there is some mistake that I have done here, because, yeah, let me just do the same thing. This was the previous sector. See this thing. With respect to this one, we have covered this sector. And if I subtract, and this sector is going only till this point. Yeah. It is with respect to this bigger circle. So with respect to bigger circle, this is the area that this sector will cover, this one. And if I subtract the triangle part is this. I will get only this region. The reason is this one. This is the region that I will get with respect to the bigger circle. So that's only second region for me, not the first, only second region. That's only second region for me. Has it been clear? I'll do the same thing with respect to the this is 90 that we have just confirmed. It is R root 2, R root 2. That's our 2R. So if I do the same thing here, I will cover this entire sector and I will subtract this triangle area. Then I will get this first plus 2, which we have talked earlier. So doing the same operations, but on the smaller circles. So on the smaller circle, the sector area, it is with respect to 90 degree, pi r square. The radius is r root 2, which will give me 180 pi r square by 2. Is it correct? To 180, right? The triangle area, now it's an isosceles triangle, half base into height. The base is r root 2 and the height is also same. It is what? r square. So if I subtract these two parts, I will get first and second, which would be r square pi by 2 minus 1. Now if I subtract these two equations, I will get the first part. So that would be r square pi by 2 minus 1 minus 2 pi by 3 plus root 3. And it is what? It is 3 by 6 minus 4 by 6 minus pi by 6 plus root 3 minus 1. So plugging this value in the first part, it is r square times 2 pi minus this first part, which is plus pi by 6 minus root 3 plus 1. So that will give me the value, which is r square times 13 pi by 6 minus root 3 plus 1. Okay, so that's our answer for this question. And let me know if I have to repeat, because I can do that. Yes, any step? Should I repeat? The crux is, let me show it again. We have these two triangles. I'm just giving you a quick summary. First of all, we find this particular sector. This sector is with respect to the bigger circle. So this is the area which we found 2 pi by 3 times r square. Then we subtract the triangle area from here. So triangle is an equilateral triangle. We got this second region, and second region is what? Second region is this one. This is the second region. Similar thing I have done for the this sector. This sector is with respect to the smaller circle. And when I subtract this triangle part, I will get two parts, which is this plus this. So that's our first and second. Okay. So this was a very beautiful question. I think this much is sufficient for today's class. Rest of the questions, yeah, we have 3 questions remaining. Take the screenshot and try these questions. Okay. Please try this question before the today's 10 p.m. We'll continue from here, but if you have already done these questions, then we will not waste time in solving them. So please done these 3 questions. Okay. Any doubt, let me know.